Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Chris B right here at this Going Up podcast, man.
Yo, what's going on? It's AB.
DJ M Square in the house. Let's go.
Let's go. What's going on, world? What's going on, man? Hey, man, I was thinking about this earlier today, and I was just thinking about how the way it's all set up in this podcast, right? And I was like, it's so amazing how God set it all up, man.
Yeah.
Because you're a DJ, bro. And you handling the DJ stuff. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was just so dope. I was like, man, that's so cool how you set it up. And then my brother, he's such an extremist. Like he's such a, you know what I'm saying? Like he's out there, you know, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? And then, well, me, I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? But it's just dope the way everything's been going, man. And
I agree.
you know, I think this is really gonna do something, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, there's a lot of things in the mix that I'm looking forward to in the future for this podcast, and can't wait to show y'all, man.
Yeah, you know, I've kind of played with the dynamic that we have in our head, especially watching back on the episodes and kind of seeing which role we each play depending on what the conversation is.
Yeah.
And I mean, we kind of got it covered. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we got a cool mind. We got a hot head. You know what I mean? And we got somebody who's real logical. You know what I mean? So it's not like I think that you're the logical one, by the way. In case you were wondering.
That's Google.
Hey, you're the hothead. No, I'm kidding, bro.
I thought it was the other way around.
I'm definitely the hothead. But I like it. I like the dynamic. You know what I mean? Like depending on the conversation we're having, we each like take our own roles and our own positions in the conversations, and I think that I think it balances out well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was kind of impressed.
Yeah, it's been going really well, even with our conversations, and we're getting better.
Definitely.
We're actually getting better from the first podcast I watched to the one recently. It's like we're learning how to really be comfortable with ourselves, you know, and not really care what other people are thinking, and just conversating and just having fun with it, bro.
Going with the flow.
Just having fun. Like the other day, when I came and I didn't have a drink, right? I still was energized. You know what I mean? I thought I was coming over here and I was like, man, I feel tired. I hope I'm not going to be boring. But I actually still have fun with it.
I don't think you could avoid that. But if you could tell my wife that I'm getting better at communications, because she doesn't believe me. You're saying that I'm getting better. So
you are.
If you could help me out there, I'd appreciate that.
You got it. The Lord in God's timing, because I can't change you.
Can't do nothing.
Yeah. No,
What the Lord wants. Yeah.
God is
we're gonna have to pray on
he's
that.
using you and he's gonna deal with you and all on this time on this earth.
Yeah.
That was y'all's resurrection day.
Come on.
Yo, I had a good time, man.
Yeah,
You know,
what'd you do?
spoiled the kids. Woke up early, made pancakes and
Okay.
and some bacon and stuff, and then kind of got just some snacks and gifts for the kids, so that way they could wake up and feel special or whatnot, and then just kind of threw some money in some plastic cakes and threw them around the house, so that way they could leave me alone and go get whatever they want. If I didn't hit it right, then they can go get it themselves. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Money's always the key. That's what I do on like gifts, Christmas or birthday, whatever
Gift
it is.
cards.
It's money. I'm not gonna go out and try to hunt for you. Look, it's $50, it's $100. Happy birthday.
Well, it's
Love
been
you.
proven that I'm the world's worst gift giver.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I let Mel do all the Christmas shopping, all the birthday shopping. I just go out and make the money and whatever bought. Yeah, I bought it.
If y'all get a gift and on the tag it says from the Solis family, I don't know what's in that box. I never, once have I ever known what's in that box from my family. Now, if it's from me, you know what I mean? Then I put it in there. But if it says Solis family, I have no idea what's in that box.
Yeah, I love my wife. She every time we get a gift for somebody, she always says, "This is for me and Papa," or "This is for me and Chris," or "This is for me and Dad."
And you're like,
And I'm like,
Yo,
you're welcome.
and I taught my kids this trick, right? And it's great because I did it to them. Like, oh, this one's, we're going to a birthday party. It's Alina's friend's birthday party. Like, oh, this is from Alina, and then Trey's going to his friend. Like, oh, this is from Trey. And they see that. So whenever we're in a situation where you got to give a gift and they notice that they're the only ones with it, they'll be like, this is from us. And I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? Like Dad W right there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that way you don't feel like, oh, I'm the one that didn't bring a gift.
Definitely.
So I try to teach them that because, I'll be covering them big time.
And same with me. Like if you're gonna buy me anything for my birthday,
You ain't gonna
anything,
work.
give me money.
Yeah.
Cash at me. Give me a gift card. Give me a gas card.
Definitely.
I don't dig the gift cards because now I'm forced to go shop where you told me to go shop. You know what I mean? You give me a Starbucks, but y'all like Dutch Bros, bro.
Well, I didn't mean like that. I meant like go get a Visa card and load it up with some money. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guarantee you, if you get me something, when maybe 7 times out of 10, I'm gonna be like, what am I gonna do with this? It's gonna end up
like Applebee's great. I'm a Chili's guy. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm still going.
I'm still going.
Oh yeah, free food's free food.
Yeah.
But
same way, man.
I'm the worst. Like I remember, like I used to go shopping. Younger in my relationship with Ashley, and I ended up like trying to buy her a pair of shoes, and like it's a still to this day. Me and my wife had been together for over 20 years. It's been like 22 years or something like that. Still to this day, they still make fun of those shoes because they were like Jessica Simpson high stiletto stripper shoes or whatever. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You bought them for her?
Look good.
It was on the top of the shelf. You know how they do whenever they come out down the top of the shelf. And I was like, I got to get her something. Top shelf shoes. They were red. And then she was all like, do I look like a hooker? And I was like, you know what? I'm not buying nothing anymore. Right. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter what I do. If I buy you the most heartfelt gift, it's gonna be the worst thing you've ever owned. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I don't do it. I either tell me what you want, I'll toss you some cash, or how about I just text you if I don't know what to get you. You know what I mean? Like I'm bad about
That's the best thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. Give me a gift card. But my daughters are pretty awesome. They're pretty good gift givers, man. They didn't get that from me, but my birthday is on Thursday, and
this Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
And I'll be out of town.
My daughter's got me tickets to go see Brandon Lake.
Yeah.
So, I'll hook you up with that text I was just talking about. Happy birthday. You're gonna get one of those. Look forward to that, buddy.
But yeah, so they're that's
gonna
memorable gifts. So yeah, man, it's gonna be dope.
What's the best thing you ever did for your wife? Like best gift? Would you say?
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot, man.
There's got to be something that, and it may not have been up top for her, but you thought, hey, man, this was something that I went all out for. Not something that she probably thought is the best.
It's something that we both like doing, man. It's like we love going on little vacations, little getaways. So the best one was a few Christmases ago. We each got each other a trip. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Little Airbnbs. Weekend trip.
You go for her?
Up to Lake Austin.
Okay.
And got an Airbnb on the lake.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
It was just me and her. Nice chill weekend. We did puzzles. You know what I mean? So,
I remember one time my wife did that for me. We got a hotel and we went to the river out there in Austin and we went canoeing. I almost drowned, bro.
Yeah.
I told her, no.
This is why you don't get them gifts.
Look, I'm a big dude, bro.
The stories that you're going to get.
I'm freaking 270, 280. You know what I'm saying? I do not belong on a canoe, bro. Like, what you put in me? And then I'm wearing my tennis shoes, so they heavy.
Ooh, yeah.
And she falls out too, so I'm trying to save her. And my shoes are dragging me down. I was drowned, bro, but we made it back.
Dude, I was in Puerto Rico, man. I went to one of the little islands off of Puerto Rico called Vieques, and they had the photoluminescence.
Yeah.
And so I went and checked it out, bro.
And you had to canoe out there.
The canoe.
Oh, wow.
Out to the thing.
Yep.
So we had like Ashley's mom with us. My kids were there. Me and Ashley were in our own canoe, and we're sitting there, and it's beautiful, just sparkling up, right?
Wow.
And then like, so I'm canoeing. I don't even know how to canoe. Let's be real. Did you know when you got in? No. Nobody prepares you to know how ridiculously stupid it is.
Was it canoe or kayak?
See, I don't even know.
Yeah. Kayak is
my stuff could have been made by fiberglass or Native American.
She said in front
I don't
of
know
me,
the difference.
That's a kayak. Those are kayaks, yeah.
Yeah, it was made out of fiberglass, not a half a log. You know what I mean? So like, but so we're sitting there and we're paddling and we can't keep in the line, right? Because Ashley's paddling in front of me, so I gotta like counter paddle.
Going like this.
Yeah, I gotta counter paddle to what she's doing because she's not even paying attention. She's just hitting the water. Not even, you know what I mean? She's just having a good day, hoping I'm in the back steering correctly. So she goes straight into the mangle, like the what do you call the
mangrove?
Yeah, the mangroves, right? The roots that interlock. And so she, you know, God bless her heart, decided to push off with her paddle, which is just gonna flip the canoe, which is exactly what happened. Yeah. So now we're glowing in the dark. You know what I mean? Like in the water, and you're not supposed to touch this water because the oils in your skin kills the bacteria that photoluminescence. So we're in the water, bro. So I'm trying to flip the canoe back. You know, push her butt back in and try to get myself in. So the guy comes over, like the tour guide comes over, and he's like, "Here, let me help you," and hooks to the front of the canoe and starts dragging us. He's towing my canoe because apparently I'm not
So
good
it's
enough
like,
to do
hold
this.
on to the canoe. dragging
Yo,
you.
but here's the thing. I didn't even know he clipped in. I thought he just came to check.
Oh my God,
I
they
thought
let
he
you
was just,
behind.
yeah, I thought he was just gonna come to check, and he clipped
Hombre,
in and started dragging us, and I was in the canoe and I was still paddling, and all I hear is like, "Could you please stop paddling? I'm trying to control here, and you're knocking me off course." I was like, "Man, you didn't tell me he's been dragging me. I thought that I was doing a good job this whole time." I was like, "Yo, I'm killing it." You know what I mean? This dude's up there
Hombre.
freaking doing all the work.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah,
That was one of the things that turned us away from going to go see that.
Yeah.
Was Mel was like, well, we can go, but it says you got a kayak. And she's like, have you kayaked? I was like, once or twice. I was like, have you? She was like, nope. And I was like, oh man,
Yeah, that ain't.
that's not a. This is not gonna be a no go.
yeah,
So that you would say that's one of your top ones that you think, or like,
no, I don't think that's one of my best ones. I just the story
It just-
popped in my
yeah.
head
Yeah.
because the kayaking thing. I think that it was fun, but no, it wasn't one of the best. The best thing that I think I remember doing was whenever I renewed my vows, 10-year
Oh.
anniversary.
yeah.
Went to the beach, horse riding the whole night.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah. Lolly got ordained. My sister got ordained just so that way she could come and read, our.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do that over. Hey, no, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Just kidding, Lolly, love you.
Yeah, so
I'm just
Lolly did that.
kidding.
Mom came.
She already
down.
thinks I hate her or something. I don't know. No, I'm
It's
just
your
kidding.
face, bro.
I know. I'm so beautiful.
But yeah, no. I think that was the best one.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's cheating because I didn't plan that crap out. You know what I'm saying? like you said, like I can name a dozen vacations we went on for different reasons,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I didn't plan any of them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if I planned them, it would have went to
We're going to Longhorn and we're gonna go
Yeah.
two stepping afterwards, and we're gonna get drunk. Yeah, is that your
yeah, that's about it. And I keep that mind frame, and then
Yeah.
actually make sure all the details fall in place. You know, so
Yeah.
like it'd be cheating if I took
Yeah.
credit for it. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
all the big things, I make sure she's involved.
The best one I think that I did. Of course, we've done a lot, right?
Yeah.
I went trips and everything. But I think the best one that I did that I really give myself some brownie points for is one year I told her, she had already told me a month in advance, this year on my birthday, I don't want to do any events. I said, okay. Months passed down and I told her I got booked to do an event in Houston and I really want to do this one. She was upset, right? She was upset. She acted like she wasn't, but I knew she was. I really knew.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay, I guess whatever. And at the time, a friend of mine, he just put in this huge concrete slab in his backyard. So, and I told her, we're going to go pick up my homeboy and his wife, right? My brother Rob, shout out Big Rob. Brother Rob and his wife Vanessa, and they're gonna go with us to go minister some music out in Houston. She was like, okay, fine. So the day of came, we went, but what I really did was I hired a hibachi chef, and we turned the whole backyard into a big old hibachi restaurant.
That's
Man,
awesome.
it was so dope, bro. And I invited some of her kids from out of town, from Abilene.
Yeah.
And she didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It was just a big surprise to her. It made her cry, man. It was just so beautiful. Like, she came to the backyard and he was like, hey, y'all go check out the slab that I just put in. We went back there and she was like, what the heck? And they're playing music. It was just dope. I think that one was, for me, like planning it and stuff, I think that was like
the
one of
best
the
one.
top ones. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
like,
I'm not that creative.
again,
man.
my wife, she does all the planning, like
Yeah.
trips or whatever. I'm just like, okay, just book it, whatever.
All right, whose idea was it?
It was mine. No, this one was mine.
You saw it on a TikTok or something?
Huh? No,
Pinterest.
you know what?
You were
To
on
be
Pinterest?
honest,
Yeah.
I did see the guy on Facebook, and I was like, wow, that was so dope
Yeah.
to hire this dude. Because her friends called me and were like, hey, we want to do something for your wife. We're gonna they just wanted to do just some like little enchilada dinner, at homemade enchilada
Hey,
dinner.
hey. It was still a nice
Nah,
gesture,
nah,
bro.
nah.
Hey,
I told her-
don't crap
Don't
all
be
over
a
there.
hater of your life, bro. Be on my side for once.
Who's the
Look,
hater
check it
right
out.
now, bro? No,
I'm gonna hate. And I was like, no, man, I got this. Y'all want to just do just a simple, I want to go all out this time. So I went all out that day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
I think the biggest
was
one.
delicious.
There was twice that I went out on a limb and did something on my own. no help.
Okay.
And
That's the one we want to hear.
One of them was I bought her a car, base model car, 0 miles, first 0 mile car I've ever bought, and she didn't like it. So
Take that back.
she did not like it. I mean, she used it.
sounds
She was
about
happy for it. Yada yada yada. But it was just not like, if you're gonna give me a car that I want. It's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
random
that's true.
car. You know what I mean? But it was cheap. But it was new and it was everything else. Either way, so that was a fail. But she did enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she ended up hitting a deer and we
she
ended
did it
up-
on purpose, just like
Yeah.
yeah. And then the only other time I did something like on my own was whenever she finished her cosmetology and beautician school, and her esthetician and all that kinds of stuff. And I went and got her a big vanity and like a barber chair.
Wow.
So that way she can, if she wanted to do stuff from the house, she could. She really didn't take off on that. That's not what she wanted to do, but she had it, and she would,
Yeah.
that's how she
Yeah.
would cut our hair and like, do like skin routines and stuff like that with us,
Yeah.
So
that's dope.
that was the only time that I pulled off something, and I think
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, she probably had like a little say into which one she wanted. I was she was kind of hinting, knowing that I was gonna do something,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was about it.
So y'all been keeping up with the moon thing that's been going on?
Artemis.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Right now, they just lost sight of Earth and they're behind the moon right now as we speak.
Really,
Yeah.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't get it. Nope.
because it's round.
Yeah,
They're going
but
in a circle.
the moon is
it's
not the
round.
same size as the Earth. Should still be bigger.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
but
and then
look,
they
look,
always
look,
only
watch,
have
watch.
pictures like this.
No, but hold on,
Nah.
CJ. Hold on.
Stop.
Hold on. Look. See that
Here we
couch?
go.
That couch is bigger than my hand, right? Now I can't see the couch. Do you see how that works?
Yeah, but-
because my hand is closer,
but it still
and it
doesn't
blocks
make-
out the bigger thing.
Yeah, but that still doesn't make sense, bro.
No, but yeah, if you
because-
stand right behind the moon, you're not going to
because-
see the Earth, bro. That's how it works, or
Yeah.
the sun.
And
Yes,
it's
that's
true,
how it
yeah,
works.
because like say
Look,
you're okay, so
my hand is
I just
smaller.
all they have pictures. There's like no stars in them, and
Look,
there's
look.
nothing else. It just
You can put this is smaller than the can, right? It's thinner. You can make this remote disappear that can by
but
looking
they
at the
have
same
millions
thing.
of dollars. They could put cameras all on top of the
No, he
get
didn't
all
say
the
that
pictures all
they're
the way
unable
around.
to look at
But
the
you
Earth.
got nothing but this little window to look out at. That that's what blows my
Then-
freaking mind. Like y'all have millions and billions and trillions of dollars, but we can only see out of this window. That I just
Well, here's the
all
thing.
this-
Okay, so you know how the atmosphere works, right? I mean, like whenever they go out, it's going to create heat. You can actually watch it happen. Anything you put outside of there that's going to cause resistance or drag and get that much heat is going to end up malfunctioning or falling off the spacecraft. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, but still, I can beat that because I can still say they could build something to cover the camera. So we can't say that. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
but here's the thing: that you don't know how much one small little piece of drag can make you drastically change the amount of fuel you're going to need, and it's also going to change your trajectory because of the wind resistance that it's going to hit.
That don't believe.
No, I mean, there's a lot of science in there. There's a lot of science in
And
there.
then what really just, man, so there was a picture, right? I saw this video where there's two pictures, and one shows the guy showing the moon, and they're like they're halfway to the moon, and the moon's like this big far away. But then at the same time, there's a dude on here on Earth saying, "But this is the moon, and it's so huge."
So here's the thing: what kind of lens are they using? They usually use like a fisheye lens and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, because they want to make it look. It's all fake. That's
no,
what
I'm just saying. Though, it's like what
Nah,
makes
but
you
some
so?
of it looks pretty dope though. Some of the pictures I've seen, I'm like, wow, that is tight. But I just like to be a jerk. I still think it's fake.
oh yeah, we know. We didn't expect.
I don't
anything
believe
less.
we can go out the firmament.
Well, we just did.
Yeah.
They just did. They are right now.
I don't believe it. Take me to space. No, I'm just kidding. They come and take me in the middle of the night.
Right.
Don't-
They'll be like, "Yo, who put this projector that's projecting all of this fake space around me?"
right.
Did you just
I'm
say? Did you say that they got a bunch of pictures of space with no stars in it? You go take a camera and take a picture of the sky that's full of stars and see how many
Yeah.
stars you get.
But that's here under the firmament. But what about outside of the firmament? Where's all the gas?
So you think light? You think light works
that
different
they
because
show.
you go outside? No, light works the same. You can't capture it in a camera unless you're doing it a specific way.
But you've seen pictures of outer space.
yeah,
So why doesn't it look like that
Because
when
the
they're out of space?
because the pictures that don't have the space in the background are made for whatever's in the foreground. So it's not picking up that light that's distant. that's the way photography works.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you like a 6th grade science book. You know what I mean? Miss Prue was my science teacher. Shout out.
Miss
Was
Prue.
legit. No, Miss Prue was legit, man. And I remember going over this stuff with her. And that book, she was able to find everything in that book. I'm gonna have to find that book for you. We're gonna have to sit down, and I'm gonna have to teach you.
I'm gonna buy
fundamentals.
one of the sculptures that move with Earth and the moon, all the moon.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
buy
I
one.
know
Set it
all
up
that.
right there.
I know all that, dude. I paid attention in class on the planets and all
Yeah.
that. But I just until I see it, I guess I will never believe.
So,
Yeah.
but
Fully. I'm not saying I don't believe. I'm just saying that there's a possibility that it's.
Well, I
it's
think for
not.
like
That's it.
500,000, you
That's all
can
I'm
join a crew and go up to space.
I don't care.
But yeah,
I just like arguing about it.
they're
I think that's bananas, bro.
yeah.
Bananas that you stand on this hill. You know, there's a lot of hills to stand on, and this is the one you're standing on.
Yeah.
Is that you
I
can
just-
fall off the edge of the earth? You know, like
I just don't believe anything that the internet says. I don't believe anything that the government says.
the moon landing predated the internet. You know that, right? Like, it was newspapers and news clips.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the internet. Like there was no internet back then.
But you know what's crazy, right? I heard it in another podcast, right? That them going to the moon was not even broadcast anywhere. You didn't hear it anywhere. You didn't see it anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day when they
back
went,
then, yeah.
well, back then they went, and it was we're going to the moon, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Now, when they just launched, you didn't hear about it until it happened. You're like, what? We're
Yeah.
going where? What?
I didn't find out till, like the day before they
Yeah,
launched.
So that's what I'm saying is like back then there was all this propaganda, when it was fake. Shoot me if you want, but I
Well,
think it was
I
fake
think-
back then.
I think
but
the footage
now,
was. I think the footage is 100% fake.
Yeah.
I think there's no way that they could have got that footage. I don't think that doesn't mean that they didn't go, or that does
Yeah.
mean that they didn't go. You know that the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence. Okay, remember that. Write that down. But yeah,
But it still don't mean it's true.
yeah. But there's a lot of facts there that I'm
There's a lot
using.
of there's a lot of
Storytelling.
things that could prove wrong as well.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. I'm stuck in the middle.
you're just being stubborn.
Yeah.
I think you're just being difficult, bro. Just for the sake of being difficult, but just fine because I'll argue with this.
But there's
anytime
very
you want.
beautiful pictures. Y'all put up some very beautiful.
6K.
I could do the same thing on my computer too. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I'm just kidding.
Hashtag NASA.
Nah, it's crazy though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, man. We're reaching different galaxies now, man. It's gonna be crazy.
No.
I think that as long as we could see it as a positive and it could be used as inspiration for people, then I don't care if we fake it or not.
Man,
what I
I
mean?
tell you what,
Yeah.
Trump went all out on this presidency. He's like, man, we're gonna kidnap a
Yeah,
president.
right, for
we're
real.
gonna start a war. We're gonna go to the moon. We're gonna inform. You
Yeah,
know what I
for
mean?
real.
Oh yeah.
He said, "This is my last term. We doing it all.
It-
We're
He
going
is
all out."
going
I ain't got
all
no
out,
re-election
bro.
to go to. You know what I mean? I already did 2 tours. You know what I mean?
He's
For
not
real.
messing around
For real.
this round, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, would you? I mean, like, if
Given the opportunities, nah, man. I'm saying yes to everything. I'm signing everything.
He's adding that thing to the White House.
oh
that
yeah, the
extra
ballroom.
and
oh,
stuff.
he's doing an addition.
Yeah.
Yo,
He ain't
It's
playing,
like-
bro.
and they're
It's
gonna have like a WWE.
we changing it all up.
Aren't they doing like a WWE?
No,
you
they're
know,
doing
by
a
the end of
US
this term,
and the-
Canada and Mexico is going to be part of the United States.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
I saw
wouldn't
this
doubt it.
video, man, and it was about Canada. You brought up Canada,
Mhm.
and it drove me straight banana sandwich, bro. Like straight
Canada's a
Gwen
different,
Stefani, bro. BANANAS, bro.
Oh,
like
dear.
so. They were like in some kind of meeting, like a city council. I think it was their government. I
Yeah.
didn't do a deep dive because I knew it was just going to upset me, so I just freaking brushed it off. But they were in some type of setting where it was like their form of court or their meetings or whatever, or Congress, whatever it was, and they had privilege cards. So if you were a woman,
Oh my gosh, I saw that too.
you saw that? So if
Yes,
you're a
dude.
woman, you can have a woman privilege card. If you're a black woman, you get the black woman privilege card. If you're disabled, you can get the disabled privilege card. And you pull these cards and say, I want to use my woman privilege. Give me my 15 minutes. And then they give you your turn to talk. And then they were using their time to talk to speak about how they didn't get their time to talk because their privilege card wasn't
Yes.
appropriately used, and they used their time to talk about the card and not about what they were there for, and
It's
then it was just this
retarded,
back
bro.
and forth with
Oh, my
all
bad.
of these cards.
Can't say that word.
The whole meeting was
Yeah, you
about
can.
like 80% of the
It's
meeting
retarded. It's dumb. And
was
then
just the card.
yeah,
That's
and at the
crazy.
beginning there was like a guy. He kept saying, "Let's try not to clap hands because some people they are triggered by loud noise. So let's try to keep the clapping down." You seen that turn?
It's insane.
It is. I'm like,
That's
oh my gosh.
crazy.
Just,
Insane. Like that's so. In order to have a discussion about unemployment or homelessness or suicide rates or anything like that, first we got to get through the whole rigmarole of who's using the right color privilege card,
Yeah.
and let's make sure that we're giving the privileges due to the people who should be privileged more. Right, and it's funny because they do it under the guise of equality, which blows my mind.
Yeah.
Right, I cannot wrap my head around this. I've been in so many arguments
crazy,
over it.
man.
Right, it's all like, oh, like, hey, we just need to be treated equal, so let's have our own college and let's have our own culture, and how about you treat me a specific way so we could be equal? And it's like, no, that's not equal. That's you getting special treatment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and me having to treat you special, and now I'm a lesser of a citizen than you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're not asking for equality.
because
you're
now
asking to
what
flip-
card do I have?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't
Yeah.
have any cards.
because they don't want equality. They want to
Yeah,
flip the
definitely.
script. They
Definitely.
want to turn the tables.
They want exclusivity.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't want equality, because if they
Yeah.
wanted equality, they would, jump in the mix with everybody else, but that's not what they want. They
Mhm.
want to be highlighted. They do want to be ostracized, but in a positive way, because they've been ostracized in a negative way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not how it works.
But they want to reverse it on us. Like,
Yeah, we're not,
It
you know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
make
Whenever
sense.
we got rid of slavery, we didn't turn all the white people slaves and give the black people all the
Yeah,
houses. Like,
definitely.
you don't
Preach.
flip it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how it works. Like, equality means bring everybody up to the same level.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that now with this privilege card. So you're telling me that a straight white male who has the real problems that Congress should be talking about in Canada is going to have to take the back seat to whatever disabled a person of color, whatever, and if they just want to talk about their card, but the real problem's not going to be talked about because now we have to play this game with
That's the
these
whole
privileged
point.
people.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's the whole agenda. What they want to do.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a filibuster. That's what they call it. It's a filibuster. Let me just sit up here and fill this time with crap, so that way you're not going to have time to address the issues that I'm afraid that you're going to bring up in my position of
Yeah.
power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when we try to bring it up saying, hey, it doesn't make any sense. This is nonsense. Oh, what? You're calling me crazy? You're calling me dumb? You're calling me this?
No,
Yes,
you're
I
a
am.
phobic. No, you're a
Yeah,
phobic.
yeah.
You're a blank phobic, which that blows my mind because
Man.
I grew up thinking I was arachnophobic and claustrophobic, which meant that I was afraid of things, right? Right? Because I hate spiders. I hate tight
Yeah.
spaces, right? I
Yeah,
also
yeah.
got some OCD and some autism. I mean, I got a whole fun mixed bag of things up here. It's great. It's great. You should come visit sometime. But whenever you look at it that way, it's like it doesn't make any sense. I don't know how else to word this. You know what I mean? Like what are we
It's-
doing? What are we doing?
It's
No, not
delusion.
what are we doing? What is Canada doing? Because
It's delusion.
that
And it's
wouldn't
not
happen
even,
here
it's
in
not even just
Texas.
in
No, but
Canada.
it
Like it
did.
happened.
No,
it's
but
going on here, but not to that extent.
No, wait
yet.
a minute.
But
No, I'm gonna throw one in there for you. I did 20 years in the military. I watched privilege cards go into boot camp. That's right.
Yeah.
I was there. You know what I mean?
wow,
What they do? They sat there and they put before the privilege cards they were implemented, you had to keep a performance tracker, right? A PT in your pocket anytime you messed up. Any company commander or we call them company commanders. I know there's drill sergeants and other kind of things, but company commanders for the Coast Guard.
Mhm.
And a company commander can come and say, pull your tracker, write it down. I want it turned in, and you got to write down what stupid thing you did. I licked the frog or whatever it was you did, right? And then you had to turn those in. However many trackers you get, you can
Yeah.
get reverted. Had to do extra time, extra PT. You get broken down, you get beat up, whatever it is, And it's just to toughen you up. They just really want you
Yeah.
working out. That's all they want you
Yeah.
to do. Work out the whole time and do what I say. So
I just want you to be in control.
now, performance tracker. Well, not anymore. They undid it. By the way, I'm gonna go. Spoiler. They took it away because it didn't work. Go figure. They put the tracker in their pocket. Then you had your ID in your pocket, and then you had your card in the other pocket, and then you had
What
a
was your card?
Chewy bar in your pocket.
You had to have a chew.
You had to have a Chewy bar and a bottle of water on you all the time. If you didn't eat, you passed out when I went to boot camp. If you didn't,
Yeah.
if you didn't fill yourself up, you don't got enough energy. Guess what? You're gonna go sleep. And then when you wake up, they're gonna kick your ass for doing that. So it's
Yeah.
like, but now it's like, I feel triggered and I need a safe spot because you're
Oh,
yelling at me.
heck no.
And then they have to
Shut
give you a
up, dude.
mandatory 5 minutes. Mandatory
them to
5
just cry.
minutes to cry. See, now here's the fatal flaw. If you're a company commander and you're getting at me because I'm a crap bag, I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing, and I said, you're triggering me, what are you going to do? 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You got your 5 minutes. Your 5 minutes are up. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what are you doing? You're teaching somebody
That's
how to cave under stress, how to cave under pressure, how to cave under situations. And then whenever you put this person, I don't know, in a war with stress, chaos, and all this stuff, they're gonna be all like, "Oh, can I take a card?" And they're gonna be like, "Blah blah." You know what I mean? Like, no, you don't get a card. You know what I mean? Like, no, this doesn't make sense. Like,
That's
if you
the
can't
plan,
handle
bro.
if you can't handle the stress of a guy telling you to do push-ups, how you gonna handle the stress of a drug dealer not wanting to give you his cocaine? Because anti-narcotics was my first job joining the Coast Guard. Went straight into busting coke dealers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I did when I came out of boot camp.
From working with him to busting him.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was all like, yo, I got the inner workings. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy Pablo. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, he lives on 4th Street.
Yeah. I did 20, you know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have been in. You do the math. But seriously.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, I saw it get implemented and fail. You know what I mean? And now they're doing this other place.
Yeah.
Like why are we sitting there saying that we should not treat everybody the same? That's where I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
Because not everybody is the same, bro.
Yeah, but here's
And
the
not
thing.
everybody
But-
needs the same attention.
I
bro.
think though, if you're in the military, you're signing up to be of equals.
And to me, it just sounds like they just want to
But not-
weaken,
yeah,
people.
but not in a dang.
cripple the people,
Meeting.
weaken them, make them weak, make them scared, make them, so that when it does pop off, they're easily controlled.
But here's another thing though, is like we were actually like recruiting levels were at an all-time low, like a historic low, and
So you just start taking anybody.
yeah, you start lowering the bar. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You got to lower the bar low enough so you can't trip on it. You know what I mean? Like that's just it. And if you lower it, enough, you're gonna get the numbers you want. And they were more focused on the numbers than the quality, right?
Yeah.
The quantity
Getting
over the
guys that
quality.
shave their legs and girls that has long armpit hair, man.
Yo, for real? Yo,
Growing out a little goatee.
Growing out a little goatee.
It was insane. I mean, and then they tried to implement that stuff where they were gonna have taxpayer dollars pay for gender changing operations.
That is
That blew my mind.
Nuts.
I'm glad
That's
and
nuts.
Donald Trump stepped on that thing like a
Yeah.
cockroach,
Yeah.
and I was happy for that because
Well, there's guys in prison that are able to do that. Well,
It's
I don't know about it
insane.
anymore.
Look, you know what?
But-
If you want to go do that on your own money.
Your own
man.
dime. Don't pay. Don't,
Yeah.
yeah.
I ain't condoling to none of that
get
crap.
providing medical care for somebody who can't afford it, who
Yeah.
needs
Yeah.
it,
Who
not
needs it?
because they want it.
Not because you don't like your pee-pee.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane. That's insane. It's all like, yo, these people are sitting there trying to get their taxes lowered, but where is it going? It's going to, like, this transgender procedures and transgender, what was it? Like, they were doing studies of transgenders in other nations. And it's all like, nah, how about we stay here? You know what I mean? Like, why is this what we're doing? Like, no. That's a personal decision. Maybe you feel like it really is needed. That sounds great. Then you go do it. You know what I mean? Or you get the insurance that covers it.
Yeah.
Don't use TRICARE. You know what I mean? Don't use like all these other things.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely.
use the VA. You know what I mean? Like use your own
Yep.
insurance. Get a third party insurance that'll cover it, not the ones that the people are paying for out of their pocket. That's
Definitely.
not that's not what it's there for.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy. man.
that's what it's coming to.
Well, I mean, they X that, but they were for a while.
Yeah, but how long Trump gonna be in there? The next man, hopefully, the next man is.
Well,
Hey, it could be
hopefully
woman.
the next one is Vance
Yeah.
or Hexis. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hopefully they keep the party rolling.
Just send them all to Canada.
I really.
They can go get their privilege cards,
Yeah,
right?
y'all can go over there, be
my
happy
only,
gay ever.
My only thing is that, man, I want other nations to respect us, right?
Yeah.
And I think if any other entity was in office other than Trump or his co-parts, it would be a bad situation because other countries would be like, who's U.S.? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
So-
and that's I think we had brought this up. That's why I said
Yeah.
right now's the time. Right now's the time. Like,
I
what-
actually saw a video of a transgender. He was actually. Oh my bad. She. No, he was. He was actually talking down on the LGBT, all that. He was
Yeah.
actually saying like,
I've seen that before.
like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a trans, but I don't agree to all this crap that
Yeah.
they're doing out here. You know,
Yeah.
No, it's just, they got hijacked. It's like
you know,
the
hey,
BLM
if
movement.
a trans wants to put a military suit on and go kill some enemies, hey, more power to you. Whatever.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want to.
Sasuke the Stella. No, I'm just kidding. That's was stuff. I just play.
No, but yeah, it's just
Yeah, all that other stuff. Yeah, that's
It-
just ridiculous.
it gets
bro.
hijacked. Like if you look at like in history, whenever there is a movement that's been moved, you can watch it actually get hijacked, and whenever it does take a left turn
Yeah.
and start turning into something it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And LGBTQ, AI plus, LMNOP,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. It took a
Yeah,
sharp
big time.
left turn.
Yes, it
Lot
did.
sharp. I've
Especially
seen,
when
I've-
Biden and
Yeah.
Harris were in office. That's when it really
Well,
just like
it started with who was by Obama during that administration when
'Cause
it
he's gay.
started.
'Cause he's gay himself.
Yeah, well, because
Right.
that's when they got rid of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Yeah,
Him
it
and
started.
Michael.
It
I mean,
started.
I was in,
picking
I remember
up.
that happening.
Yeah,
But I don't have anything wrong with getting rid of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I don't think that you should have to keep your life a secret. What my
if you want to be gay, be gay. Who cares? Do your thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
But you know, like,
yeah,
don't ask me to change my. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you dress like a woman and you sound like and look like a man, I'm sorry, sir.
if we're in
Yeah,
the same
but you're a
changing room,
sir,
you better
you know.
turn your eyes. Don't
That's
look
just
more
like-
than 10 seconds.
That's just like you saying like, "Watch out, fat boy." You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be like, "Oh, don't call me fat. I'm skinny." Like we obviously we can see that I'm not skinny. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm not gonna be all.
but heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God made you the way that you're beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do a lot with this thing. No, I'm just kidding.
I like tacos more than running. I ain't even gonna lie.
But yeah, but I didn't mind the removal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell because like it was brought to me in a very 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 clear way. It's like, hey, you got a picture of your wife on your desk, and I go, yeah, and it goes, well, what if a man wants a picture of his husband because he loves him? You know what I'm saying? He's all like, it's like that, but not allowing that person to is now creating him to conceal a part of himself, which means he can't trust this fully, which means he can't whatever. You know, like there's ripples
Which
to
means that he's probably gonna turn his back in the middle of line of fire. You never know.
yeah, because of what
Yeah.
we treat,
yeah,
the
because
way
he's all
we
hurt.
treat
He's all
him.
hurt, and yeah.
Yeah,
So
from
like let's,
singling them
how
out.
about we let them go and they could say what they want to, they could do what they want to as long as it's not affecting their military performance.
Yeah.
And I'm all for that. But then
Yeah.
once you start turning into that transgender thing, right? Now you're asking me to
lie.
react in a specific way, which I'm not prone to react. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like no, that's not what we're taught. We're taught if you're a man, sir, if you're a woman, then it's ma'am.
Ma'am.
You know
It's,
what I
mean?
it's
And-
simple.
And
You're
I'm
not gonna force me to lie to myself and to you because it's gonna make you feel
This-
uncomfortable.
this is the
This
way
is
that
how
I
this
see
is
it.
how simple it is. When a little child can say, "Daddy" or "Mama," that man over there is in a dress. I never told my little 5-year-old that was a man. How did that little 5-year-old know that was a man?
yeah.
Yeah.
Simple,
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
obvious.
And that's where whenever cause we had a lot of meetings over this, and I sat in a lot of meetings because by this time in my career was already
Did they know your truth?
Yeah, they did because I was able to ask and tell. Okay,
Yeah.
but I was in a lot of meetings over this, and I was telling them, I was like, look, this is the way that I see it. If you could present yourself in a way where I can't tell the difference, then I don't care. Right?
I don't
And I
wanna
was
know.
like, so if you feel like you're a woman, then go all the way so I can't tell, and nobody's gonna care, and we're all
And-
gonna call
yeah.
you a woman. You know what I mean? But if I can tell,
Because there are some men out there that really like you cannot tell.
yeah,
I don't know.
They're
Look,
men.
look at Taiwan. I mean,
Yeah.
they got it on lock. They had
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah.
They had that thing
I'm a
perfected
lady
for
boy.
years. You know what I mean?
Be careful.
Yeah.
I saw a video of this
You
guy
better be careful.
went on a blind date, kissed her and everything, and at the end she told him,
I got
"I'm a
it.
lady boy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did you not tell him
No,
before?
but see,
Oh,
no, hold on, wait a minute.
kissed
But
him?
you
that gets
no,
dangerous.
No, no,
That
no,
could
no,
be
no,
dangerous.
No.
Yes.
Whenever you go there, whenever you're going and
Better
picking
be-
up somebody in Taiwan, you
Yeah,
know to
better be
ask.
careful.
You
Yeah.
know to ask.
Right.
No. See, now that's
So
some
yeah, it
rage
is
bait.
his fault.
No, yeah, that's his fault.
But
He
it's
knew where
hard.
he was.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna
He
say
know
that.
where
I'm
he
not
was.
gonna
He
say
didn't
it's
pick
his
them
fault.
up on.
He knew what he was
No,
doing.
no.
He didn't
He knew what he was doing.
No, Arkansas. No, he was in Taiwan picking up lady
No,
boys.
I'm not gonna blame him. I'm gonna blame the lady boy
Yeah.
because if he is so disguised, like you cannot tell, like that's not fair. Okay.
If I stick my hands in a drawer full of knives looking for a fork and I get stabbed, it's not the knife's fault. I stuck
The
my
knife
hand
is
in
not
that
a
drawer.
human being.
No, what
the
I'll
knife
say,
and the
if
fork.
if you
the
want-
fork didn't get himself in the knife drawer.
All I'm saying
the fork
is-
didn't even know. Maybe the fork thought it was
all
a knife.
I'm saying is, if you need a fork, you don't
So you
open the
can't
knife
use
drawer.
that.
He identified
I'm
it
gonna
as a
have to-
knife.
If you
I'm gonna
need
have
a
to
fork, you don't open
squash
the knife
that.
drawer, bro.
I'm
No,
gonna
hold
have
on,
to
wait,
squash
wait, no,
that,
wait, wait.
papa.
If he picked up this lady boy in Taiwan, all right, and then he got tricked. No, he didn't. That's all I'm saying. Now,
Yes, he
if,
did.
if this happened on Guadalupe Street,
Now,
you know what
if
I mean?
he-
Then I'm all like, okay, maybe Cherry Street. I'm all like, okay, yo.
Oh, but why is it
you
okay
gonna
in the
get beat up?
States, but it's not okay over there?
Because that's what they're known for.
But still,
You knew better going there.
Nah,
No.
nah.
See, no. I had this conversation.
Now, if he totally looked like a woman, but you saw the Adam's apple and he still kissed her, okay,
Nah,
that's
hey,
his fault.
Hey, I seen some girls with some freaking Igors, all right? But that's what you know what I'm saying? They looking like they got a boil or a goiter right here. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's not the thing. The thing is, if you go into a McDonald's
So you saying
and you're getting a
well, I'm
hamburger,
married, so it don't matter.
you're not gonna be healthy. He knew where he was. He knew what decisions were gonna lie ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? He knew the treacherous path. You don't walk in a
Yeah.
jungle and hope not to get bitten by mosquitoes. Like you're gonna get bitten by mosquitoes. He
I'm gonna
was gonna
put
get
that-
hit on by a ladyboy.
I guess you got to put it on both of them because one, she should have said, and two, he should have asked. He's like, hey, you are very beautiful.
Yeah.
I am here in Taiwan or wherever you
Are
said.
you a lady boy?
Are you a lady boy?
Yeah.
You know.
And-
now
and-
she
and-
said no.
Then you beat her up, right? Then you beat her up. But you know what I'm saying? That's like going to Vegas and going to the Bunny Ranch and sleeping with a hot girl and then get mad because she asked you to pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you're in Vegas. This is the Bunny Ranch. This is prostitution. You knew what you were signing up for. That's all I'm saying. See, see, I have a problem. I think they
you
call
should
me
have
a
a
victim.
card and say, "Hey,
Oh,
I'm a lady boy."
Yes, hey, there was a person who thought like that. These people who believed a specific way, they wanted them to wear, like, I don't know, what was it, a Star of David on their arm?
No
and then
way.
they identified
then.
them and
Oh,
stuck them
yeah.
apart. And-
Yeah.
yeah. If you're one type of way, let's just put a marking on you to identify you. That sounds like a great idea, Chris. Jesus.
I'm just saying, you're going against
Hitler.
Your creation.
I was talking
What
about
you
Hitler, in case you're wondering, okay?
Oh man.
But yeah. That's all I'm saying. Is like, look, okay, so I didn't actually get in any trouble, but it riled up and stirred a lot of pots in my office, right? So I was a first class, so that means I was supervisor of an office. I had a new very feminist woman walk in, like probably could bench press me, right? You could picture her? Yep, that's what she looked like. And I was in my shop and she comes in and she's talking about this story. The story is, and it was a very famous story, maybe y'all remember it. There was a group of college ladies who walked through a group of college men and they catcalled them and were making inappropriate remarks, right? Because they were wearing bathing suits, right? Now, this discussion came up. What ended up happening was they looked at the situation and it was a group of girls in bikinis walking through a group of guys, the college guys, on a sidewalk. They went out of their way to walk through these guys. And then when they got catcalled, they called them out on it. So basically you were fishing with dynamite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that was my position I took. I said, look, all right, the guys shouldn't have done what they did.
Yeah.
Right? It's wrong. Right? You're sexualizing a woman, and I understand that. But those girls are dumb.
Yeah.
And then of course the feminists exploded. I think her head blew up actually. And she had to grow another one. And it was like, and she was telling me, she was like, what do you mean? I was like, look, all I'm gonna say is, when I go into a neighborhood that I know I shouldn't be in, and I have to hit the ATM, I immediately grab that money and stick it in my pocket. I don't even check the ATM gave me that money correctly until I get to the car or somewhere where I shouldn't be counting my money out in the open because I don't know the neighborhood. Now, if I go into this neighborhood and I pull this money out and I get robbed because I'm counting it out in the open, right? Not that he came up to me because I was at the ATM, because that's just, random, but because I was counting it, he sees me counting it and then comes and robs me, I'm an idiot, right? Now that guy's still a thief, right? And a burglar, and he should go to prison, right?
Yeah.
I hope they arrest him, hope they get him, hope they drop the jail on him. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Right? Like I put myself in a situation for it to happen, and I didn't avoid it myself. So I own a piece of the blame for the situation happening, not for him doing what he did, but for allowing the situation to happen in the first place. Right? And this is how I'm breaking it down, like really like methodical, analytical. And it's like, okay, so whenever they went out of their way to walk through a large group of college-aged
Purposely.
men purposely wearing thong bikinis, and they got catcalled.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they're dumb.
What color were they?
I didn't see the pictures. I didn't even need to research it. I didn't need to do nothing. I heard the outline.
No, I agree though.
I heard the outline and I knew immediately. I was like, no. You can't just sit there and talk about how disgusting.
So both
guys
sides are
were.
wrong.
Yeah, both sides are absolutely wrong, right? Because you can't just sit there and criticize the reaction. You have to look
Yeah.
at the action that caused it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that
They're
whole Rihanna
purposely
thing.
going for the reaction.
Like you know, like there was a comedian. I forget which comedian said they were talking about Rihanna and Chris Brown. They're all like, "Do you think that she was just like, hey, do you have your napkins in your glove box?" And he's like, "What?" And started beating her up in the car. Or do you think they were having like the end of the relationship fight, and she was saying the most horrific things that she could say to his face as he was driving a car,
triggered it,
and then he went over and beat her up? Yeah, he should be, handled.
Who knows? She might even put because Rihanna,
she
she
even
from the
swung
hood.
first.
So
She may
that's
swung.
right.
No, she ain't even from the. She's from like the Caribbean, bro.
Barbados.
Like she's from
Oh,
like
so she
Jamaica,
really-
tra la
yeah,
la, pa pa pa. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
that's the thing is like nobody ever looks at the other side. They just they nitpick, they cherry pick the problem that they want to focus and make into like the epidemic or a pandemic that's coming across this whole nation, and they don't sit there and say, well, this is actually how it played out. They just said, oh, men are beating up Rihanna. You know what I mean? Like that's a horrible, insensitive, example. But you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely.
like no, there is some blame to be put on the person who initiated the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I can't pull away from that. People call me a victim blamer all the time, but I have to look at both sides.
Yeah, and I mean, in that situation, you're the first sentence that you said, they purposely walked from where they were going into that situation, knowing dang well what the outcome was going to be or what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Come on, they're 20-year-old guys.
And if you look at propaganda
that's the
these
world we
days,
live in
yeah, that's what I'm
today.
saying. If you look at propaganda
definitely
these days, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. They're, the LGBTQ, AI plus, whatever. They're not out there just marching for rights. They're out there trying to trigger people.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
Content.
Definitely.
They're out there purposely
Yeah.
pushing their agenda out into your face uncomfortably
Yeah.
to purposely make you uncomfortable.
to make you lash out.
And it isn't
Definitely.
even the actual community. It's these activists that are
Oh, yeah,
pushing the
definitely.
agenda for the
Yep.
community. So they got this group of like 50 people or 100
They-
people, whatever it is.
Most people get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're from
And-
paid organizations.
And they're pushing this agenda, and then all the gay people I know is like,
They're,
yeah, whatever. I'm not at these
they're
marches.
gaslighters.
yeah.
Or what is
Yeah.
it called?
Gaslighters.
I'm guilty of watching these guys that hold the Second Amendment protesters. You're not protesters, but they're outside recording. They're outside of business recording everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's kind of that situation where they're out there to provoke a reaction.
Yeah, definitely.
Behind every intense reaction video, you can find somebody breaking it down to make it not as intense.
Yeah.
Because it's clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it is. I mean, like you can't get away from it, man. It's like they this whole Charlie Kirk thing. You know what I mean? Like, did you hear about this? No,
About the
man.
bullet.
But the bullet doesn't match.
Yeah.
They can't even get professional snipers breaking down the gun as fast as he could put it on to get
Yeah.
it in the bag.
And
to
this dude's a
escape the way he-
kid.
And the kid, he's got no statements, nothing you can hear from this kid at all.
And his house was scrubbed
Yeah,
right after that. You couldn't
The
even
gun
find
don't-
a
the gun
fork
don't
at
match
that
the
house
bullet or
that he
something like
lived
that.
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who else didn't have silverware in their house? Wasn't it the assassination of Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, his killer Oswald, whatever?
Oh, I don't
That-
know.
his
that-
house was. There's been long thought that his house was staged because he didn't have silverware or dishes in his house.
That's crazy. That's
You know what I'm
some
saying? And then now you're
early
telling me,
CIA stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
that-
same thing for this kid.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, like, it's coincidence. I mean, the proof's in the pudding, right?
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hearing somebody talk about the caliber of the bullet, right? The caliber of the bullet was supposed to be like a 30-06, right?
Mhm.
And a 30-06, I mean, it makes it in rap songs, all right? That's how powerful a 30-06 is. You know what I mean? And and if a 30-06 hits you in the neck, I mean, it's
Exploded.
your neck. You know what I mean? It's gonna have an exit wound, and there was no exit wound for the bullet.
Yeah.
And I thought
That's
that was
insane.
wild. I thought
That's
that was
insane.
wild. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So now the caliber doesn't fit. The footage doesn't fit.
So you
The
want to hear
direction
something
of
else
the bullet,
crazy
the way-
that I just heard is that supposedly there's things that the government was making, and one of them was an exploding microphone. Have you seen his microphone?
No.
So not only did they say that it was an exploding microphone, but the factory that supposedly the government used to make that microphone a week later caught fire and burned down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it killed like 7 people in the process.
Oh, the 7 people
The
that
ones-
worked on that
yeah.
one.
The ones who knew did it.
So it's just crazy, you know, and everything was
Was
lost in that fire.
There was even videos of stating that one of the security guards is,
Making
secretly
signs.
secretly
Shot him.
Yeah,
where the
yeah.
bullet came.
And you can actually see a handoff.
I
the
wouldn't
video,
put it
there's a handoff
past.
there.
I wouldn't put
Man,
it past. There's
just so much out there.
And what's
it's-
crazy is
every-
though, if
One
if I
silence.
were a gambling man, which I don't gamble because I lose way too much money if I try, but if I were a gambling man, I would say that if say this conspiracy tracked all the way through and it was actually the government,
Yeah.
I would think it'd be your own government.
Oh, yeah.
They love a
Definitely.
martyr. They
Well, I mean,
love
look
a martyr.
Look at
They love
JFK.
it.
I mean,
Yes.
it happened to him.
Malcolm X, JFK,
Because- yeah, definitely.
Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
just
Yep.
name somebody who was making change in the country, and I guarantee you there was a bullet in their head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
just what it is, or
Yep.
neck. You know,
Yeah.
like this guy was sitting there talking about the woke movement, and he was viral. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he
Yeah.
was viral,
And he spoke truth.
and
a
he
lot
spoke
of truth.
a
Yeah,
lot of truth.
and he was
had
eva-
a
he was
lot of
evangelistic.
following.
He was
Yeah.
evangelistic
Yeah.
as
A lot
well.
of
You know what I
following.
mean? And so
Mighty
he
man
had
of God.
religion in there.
Mhm.
He had
Politics.
politics in there. He had morality, equality. he had the finances and the way that they're taking advantage of the next generation and every. He was
Yeah.
talking
Mhm.
about
Yep,
every hot button topic, and he was going to college people who are going to be coming out of college and shaping the world in the future.
Yeah.
So he was actually doing some real
Definitely.
change.
And he still
yeah,
is.
definitely.
I mean, he
even-
still
even-
is,
yeah.
but I mean, his wife. I don't know. I think she's dancing with people already. I don't know. That's
Hey,
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
to each
I
their
think
own.
that's crazy.
you
Hey,
know.
but you know what? If they were trying to get
You
somebody
know,
in close
She-
to him, might as
she's
well
a
use
young
the wife.
girl. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
I'm just saying. I've seen Total
It
Recall.
reminds
You
me
seen
of
Total Recall?
That's what I was gonna
Total
say.
Recall.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. You know, what I'm
Could
saying?
be that too, and it just could be because she's, I don't know. I
yeah.
don't want to say too much, but
No, say it.
I was just gonna say she could be just gullible enough to just believe anything they tell her, and she just
Yeah.
kind of riding along with them, with them.
Or she could know exactly who did it,
yeah,
and it's all like,
That's true.
oh, I'll play along, tra la la.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
from the beginning,
Yeah.
of
or
the marriage,
even
and
even after.
purposely met him. It could be, yeah, possibly.
Could be a whole story that was planned out.
Is it a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, I mean, there's.
I love conspiracy
There's all
theories,
kinds-
man,
there's all
but
kinds of things,
I think
yeah.
that
behind every
They're
conspiracy
healthy.
theory, there is some
Yeah.
truth. you
yeah,
know,
and every good
so-
lie there's a nugget of truth. I
Yeah.
heard that, but I think that somebody worded it like this, and I can't remember. And this is like the 4th reference that I made that I couldn't remember who it belonged to, but this one was a good one, and it said conspiracy theories are healthy, right? You can't not believe that there are some conspiracies.
Oh, yeah.
It's irresponsible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
It's like being a teenager and believing everything your parent says.
Yeah.
All right, but at that age, your parents lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's like, and that okay, like they're really, didn't run out of ice cream. They just don't want to get you ice cream. You know what I mean? Like that's just a lie they're telling you, right?
Yeah.
So like this is just like a natural human nature way of like just trying to make things go over easier, right? You
Mhm.
learn it when you're a child.
Yeah.
Right. So what makes you think that the people in the highest form of power in the world
of
aren't
course,
doing it?
definitely.
What makes you think they're not
Definitely.
doing it? It's ridiculous to think that they're batting 1,000. It's ridiculous to think that they're super honest and telling us everything we need to make all the decisions. I think it's actually irresponsible to think
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you should just always take it as a grain of salt. Understand that everybody's out for their own.
And that's why I don't believe in the moon landing.
Yeah, I don't believe
I
in the moon
just get
landing
it.
either,
I
but I
just-
do believe in the moon pass by that we're doing right
Yeah.
now.
I can get past by her now we're doing drive-bys
Hey,
on the moon.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Flat Earther, how does the moon change color then? It was a pink moon the other day.
How does it not?
Oh snap!
Ah, you're
That
doing
was a
some
good one. No,
Edgar Allan Poe on us.
All right. Forevermore.
Well, how did you
You
not?
there's a lot of explanations. We could. There's good explanations on both sides. Why?
That's
why
just the
not,
projector
you
they
know.
used to put the moon on the
No,
dome.
there was. I heard something. There was a theory about the firmament and the way the light bounces back.
Until you
and-
learn the word that you're
Yeah.
trying to say, I don't think I can take you.
firmament.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go learn. You're gonna have to go learn how to pronounce that word.
With the, I didn't. Hey, Sasuke, I
It's-
didn't.
I
serve
know
in
what
the
I'm
military
saying.
for
I'm
years.
not taking
Sorry.
science like straight facts from a guy who can't pronounce the science he's trying to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
Firmament.
funny. Firmament.
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 I don't know.
yo, that's a ferment you need, bro. That breath is
How do you say
kicking,
it?
huh? No, I ain't dumb.
Oh, okay.
I see you.
So
I
you
see
can't even
you.
say it.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna fall for this reverse
I'm
psychology.
trying to learn here.
Yeah, go
Teach
learn.
me.
I ain't a teacher.
Oh wow.
no,
okay.
homie.
Oh, but you want to teach me about
firmament.
the moon?
The
No,
firmament.
hombre, get out of it.
Permanent.
No, I'm just kidding.
Huh?
Permanent.
Is it
Permanent.
permanent? Okay, see, even I was saying it
Oh,
wrong.
that's feminine. Never mind.
What?
Permanent.
Firmament.
Permanent.
Permanent.
That's permanent.
AI
motion graphics.
Anyways, ¿sabes qué? I trataron high
Yeah.
school. I ain't trying to learn.
Yeah.
Bro,
I didn't come here to
so
be quizzed.
did
That's it.
Let's spell it backwards.
Amen. Amen. That's what's up, man. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, I don't trust in everything the government.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
I think
there's
why-
some stuff that happens, you know, in this
That's why I carry a pistol.
in our country that they can't tell us. We're
Yeah.
not, you know, we're not ready. We wouldn't know how to process
Yeah,
it.
definitely, I do.
In an idealistic way, because it would blow our mind.
we can't
you know?
even decide on what a man and woman is. Do you think we can handle that aliens are living in our freaking neighborhoods? No, we can't.
yeah,
Reptiles,
I'm not saying there
reptilians,
aren't.
or what is it called?
reptilians. Yeah,
I'm not saying there aren't
The
people
Greys.
that can. There aren't people that can. Of course, there's people that can, but their job isn't to inform everybody. Their job is
Yeah.
to get success, and they know that if they can't even get, normal abortion rights out there,
yeah.
then they're not going to be able to tell you that this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
Like we can't even take simple facts without rioting. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
so,
definitely.
so they're trying to succeed, and who's to say that their way isn't a proven way to get the masses to do what we need to do so we don't kill each other? Maybe
Yeah.
it is. Maybe there's some
Yeah.
real,
Yeah.
Possible.
some real
Yeah.
data input that
Maybe
says
they do
hey,
certain things to kind
'cause
of
they
get
know
us
we'll
distracted,
collapse.
so we can
because they know we'll collapse as a nation, as a
definitely.
people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're so divided,
like
we're so
faking
cut up.
the looping around the moon,
Yeah,
just kidding.
That's
I
just
delay.
yeah. They're just pretending to do that.
so
Just
we can be distracted and we won't concentrate on. Nah, just kidding. I don't know. Just
oh,
playing.
I think distractions.
Well, I
help.
think
Oh,
there
yeah,
is
definitely.
there's probably something going on behind the scenes like that.
Always, there's
that-
always something
that this
else
is a
going on.
distraction
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
bill that's getting signed that's
Mhm.
gonna cripple
Yeah.
something.
So
So,
they can
It's-
go and
It's like whenever I watch a magician show, right? Whenever I'm watching a magician show and I see like a fireball or a pretty lady, I look at the other side because I'm like, there's something they're not
Yeah,
wanting you to look
yeah.
at, and I try to figure out the trick.
when
you know
his
what I mean?
hands are up here, I'm looking at the table.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, pay attention here, and I'm like, nope. What are you gonna do? You're telling me to? Nah, I'm not dumb. And I that's how I look at what the government does. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you want me to look here? Oh, Kim Kardashian's gonna have another divorce. Or J Lo. I think J Lo has a divorce on demand. Right? I think she does. Right? She's got the Tom Brady ring.
She's already paid for 4 of them prepaid.
Yeah,
She's just a typical Latina. She don't know what she wants.
You know what I'm saying?
Just kidding.
I think it's ran by the government. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Hey,
she's
J Lo, we're gonna need you to get divorced again because we need to fill the front page, not with this dude's death. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. You know?
Amen.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that it's anything different. I fully believe that. Just like you believe the flat Earth.
It's not flat. You think it's just
No.
flat? No, it's bigger than what we think.
Yeah, it's about as big
And
as a
it's
globe.
just have a firmament and we're
A what?
just-
You got a what?
No, but
Got some peppermint.
Amen. That's what's up. look, because real quick before we end this thing, I want to get to the main subject, right? So Passover just happened, right?
Yes.
Resurrection just happened. The celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I don't know if y'all saw. I'm pretty sure y'all did the little video I posted recently, and I read all of John 20, right? Now, because I was like, what is it that you want me to speak about, Lord, on this day of resurrection? Right? And I could have talked about anything. I could have talked about the rolling away of the stone and he wasn't there. I could have talked about Jesus rising and I read that. I read it twice and I was like, okay, what is it that you want me to talk about? And the Lord highlighted John 20:29. And Jesus was telling Thomas, Jesus said, and these are words of Jesus, right? And I was like, bam, what best words to even say but what Jesus said. And he said to Thomas, he said, then Jesus told him, he said, you believe because you have seen me. Blessed are those who believe without seeing me.
Yeah.
Man, that was so powerful because,
That's true.
again, the disciples, and even the disciples, bro, even after their death, they still didn't fully believe, bro. They still had doubt of who he was. And we here now in this generation, we know and believe without a doubt who Jesus Christ was.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you can tell me. I don't care. Like my mind is made up. I'm all in 100%. Jesus Christ is Lord. He's the Son of God. He came to die for our sins. And so we can have a place when we go, so we could be reconciled back to God. And that's so beautiful, bro, because, just think about our faith compared to the disciples' faith. If our faith is so much hardcore the way it is now, right? It's so strong the way it is now compared to the disciples, the one that he loved dearly, bro.
Yeah.
He loved them. He walked with them. He lived with them. He ate with them. He slept, and woke up and walked the day with them. You know what I'm saying? But we are here just experiencing some supernatural experience that we feel, because that's what changed me was when I felt the Holy Spirit cover my whole body, right? Because I knew who Jesus was. I believed in Jesus. But when I had that moment, when I felt his presence, bro, it was something like no other. I was all in. I was like, I'm all in, bro. No, I don't, I'm just all in. Blessed are those who believe without seeing him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those who didn't walk with him and yet they believe.
Yeah.
Just imagine that, we have so much more waiting for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, man, I just thought that was powerful. And that was like, that's what the Lord wanted me to share that day.
And that
it wasn't about an Easter bunny.
That verse
wasn't about Easter eggs.
Kind of correlates with something I've heard before, like where that kind of faith we have for Jesus is the same kind of faith that we kind of have to understand oxygen that we breathe. You can't see it, you can't feel it, but you have faith that you're going to receive it. It's that blind,
it's that radical faith,
that radical blind faith. The childlike faith that we know that Jesus is there. And
I've heard it used as a fish looking for water. You know what I mean? Like, or us for air, and like I've heard that term used multiple ways, and I think it's a really good way to a good metaphor to put into play there, because but when you look at the disciples and everything else though, you also we got to remember not to leave out the fact that they were highly scrutinized, but today you can actually find people to help you follow. You know what I mean?
They were scared back then. They were scared to get their heads chopped off. They were scared to get
and then they were standing alone in their faith for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
but you walked with this man that did miracles
in front of your face.
Radical miracles, like
yeah.
When you were a kid though, you saw the tree get filled with presents by Santa Claus, and it wasn't until you got older that you were able to see things. You know what I'm saying? So like you fully believed it when you were young, and then when somebody told you and explained things to you and talked you out of that belief, then you gave it up.
Yeah.
So after Jesus left and wasn't able to do it, they had to stand on their own beliefs and fight it. After a while, you get worn down, man.
And then Jesus appeared to them after.
Yeah.
But that's when they really said, "Okay, we all in. Let's go." You know what I'm saying? But that's just it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is the type of faith we have to have. When you read John 3:16. If you look up that word believeth, when you look it up in the Bible, it believeth. And the reason why they put the TH on it, because it means forever and ever and ever. Like,
you don't believe right now.
He's saying that the type of belief and trust you must have is like if the Lord said, I know this is crazy. People are going to probably
scrutinize it.
Yeah, they're going to. And people are going to be like, you're just crazy. But if Jesus told me to go do something, I'm going to go do it. Like, and I believe that Jesus told me. People are going to be like, Jesus really told you to do that. No, like, really, bro?
I feel what you're saying.
I mean, but you got like Isaiah, right? The story of Isaiah where he takes his son up to the altar. Abraham. My bad.
He takes his son, Isaiah. And no, he takes his son, is it Isaac?
The first son.
His son Isaac, right?
Yeah. Don't quote me. I think
it's Isaac.
Yeah.
He takes him up. Yeah, he takes him up
and then he hears from God
to sacrifice him.
Yeah.
And then God was like, just kidding, bro. It's like, hey, you almost did it though. I almost had you.
Gotta have that type of faith.
Almost had you, bro.
And this type of faith,
but that's a strong faith.
This type of faith, this type of faith move mountains.
Yo, but think about the poor kid though. No, I'm just saying.
But he trusted in his dad.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing though. Like,
And
like
that's
Yeah, I know, they
that's
gotta be
another
crazy.
metaphor,
you
right?
get you
know?
get dragged up there, and then afterward you're having
He
dinner.
didn't get dragged.
You know what I'm saying?
He actually helped
Yeah.
his dad carry stuff up there. Well, like, well, where's the sacrifice at, Dad? Like,
Son,
sacrifice.
let me tell you something.
Yeah. Imagine having dinner after that. You know what I mean? You're sitting next to your dad and he's eating. It's all quiet. You can hear the forks clicking on the
I guess
plate.
there's
Like,
two
whoa,
different.
today was a crazy day, wasn't it, son? Almost lost you there.
There's,
For real. Crazy.
I guess
For
there's
real.
two different, outcomes on that. There's one like that, and then there's the other one where you admire your dad for being that obedient.
How old? Can we
know?
find out how old the kid was? That'll tell you if he was able to understand or not.
Look up Abraham sacrificing his son.
How old was Abraham's son that he was gonna sacrifice?
Oh, dang, it's talking back.
I was like, God?
Right.
No, I don't say.
He was just a youth. He was so that could have been
Late teens to late 30s.
so he was.
That's a whole 20-year
That's a
gap.
whole man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
I
you
could
gotta
fight.
think back- yeah, but back then,
Yeah.
a youth. When they said youth, it was like in their younger days.
They're
like,
younger,
all the way to
yeah,
30.
yeah.
So it
because
was
they
like
lived in
late teens,
900
yeah.
or whatever.
Because once actually, the Bible says that when the young men were 13, they already consider them as men,
Yeah, yeah.
as grown adults. Like they're already like, go out to the desert and bring me back an eagle, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're a
and
man
you can have my
now.
daughter
Yeah.
at 13. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it was different back then.
Yeah,
and
no,
plus, people lived a lot.
I feel
longer.
like
Lot
my
longer.
chances of getting a date were a lot harder. I'd take those when I was
Right.
13 any day.
Man,
you know?
I
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
everybody that.
I gotta go get I gotta go fight a wolf barehanded in the woods, and I can marry your daughter.
I
I'll do
tell
it.
So back
everybody
to
that
the
if
main
I was
purpose.
if I was to live in one of those days, man, I tell everybody I would have been a goner because
Nah.
as bad as my eyesight is, I would have been looking like one of those cripples on the. They didn't have glasses back then, so I would have been with a stick everywhere and a cloak and.
No,
man.
you would have just been one of those
be-
prophets. That like throw smoke in the fire, and you. I sense that you're
I would
gonna
have figured something.
have a
out.
daughter. You know.
Yeah, I would have figured something. I had to figure something out, man, back then. But yeah, thank God
So-
for glasses, man.
So the main purpose, he is risen. He's at the
Yeah.
right hand of the Father,
All day, every day.
waiting, for the right time. When is that time? No one knows.
To
And
come
when you
reap
keep
his
trying to
harvest.
predict, and you keep trying to predict the time, he's gonna keep pushing it back
Yeah,
because he's gonna come like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
So
on a
make
white
sure-
horse.
Make sure that you
On that pale horse, yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure that you just that you know who your Lord and Savior is.
yeah.
Period. You know what I mean? We
And if you
can't,
don't, get with a brother.
pick
know?
one. Pick one and stick with it. Don't be
Yeah.
jersey hopping, jersey flopping. Remember that? Jersey swapping.
Jersey swapping, yeah.
Don't be a jersey swapper, vato. But Jesus is King of Kings, He's Lord of Lords. And, He's the only way. He's the way to the Father. That's it.
Yeah.
And,
Amen.
I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that was the
Church.
main purpose. And we can't forget it. Like we were talking about holidays last episode.
Yeah.
And we can't forget the main purpose, man.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You want to get your kids some candy and all that, that's fine. But don't neglect to let them know this is why
Why?
we really celebrate this
Yeah.
holiday. He is your Lord and Savior,
Yeah.
and He loves you.
Come
Period.
on.
Period.
Amen.
So, man, that's what's
Man,
up.
that. It's been a great episode. I
Yeah.
think we're about an hour and 5 minutes in.
Who's counting?
Yeah, definitely stick around. Stay tuned, man.
Hey.
There was a topic I wanted to talk about, but we didn't get to it. But
Yeah.
I will bring it up next episode. Hopefully, we can get an episode in soon
Maybe
before I
before,
leave,
yeah,
before I
yeah.
hit the road.
Let me. I gotta look at my schedule. I got another crazy
Also,
busy
be
weekend.
on the lookout this weekend in Poteet, Texas, at the Music Pavilion. 3 nights. We got the night of worship on Friday. We got the Tejano band, Christian bands on Saturday, and then of course we got the Hope Show on Sunday. Yours truly, your boy Chris B will be on stage. Also, I think we're gonna bring out the It's Going Up podcast out there, set up a booth out there, and we'll have the podcast. So if y'all want to come out and check out the It's Going Up podcast show,
Come hit
y'all
us
come
up.
out, man. Check
Yeah,
it out.
come hit us up.
Absolutely.
Hey, with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell button. It really helps out a lot. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you want to come join the podcast, come check us out. Hit us up. Let us know.
We're looking for sponsors. We're looking.
Yeah, listen, if my sponsor could be the drinks that I like. That would help a lot.
Yeah, right. For real.
I'm wearing Fruit of the Loom. If Fruit of the Loom is out there,
And we will deny the cornucopia, even though we all know it existed. We all know it existed. You're not fooling anybody,
Yeah.
but we'll pretend like we're fooled if you want us to.
that's funny.
All right,
I'm not
that's
above
what's
selling
All
up.
right, man. Don't forget the Earth is round. Peace.
Let's go.